Numbers out show that college is more expensive now more than ever. So the question is, are you prepared for your little scholars to hit higher education? Here to whip you into shape is State Treasurer Curtis Loftis. Mr. State Treasurer, thank you so much for joining us. Really do appreciate that. It's really an honor. Everybody needs a college education these days. Your goal, trying to help people become aware of how to save for it. Tell us how you're doing that.
Well, when I graduated from Carolina in 1981, it was $366 a semester.
Wow.
That's not the case now. It's cost a lot of money. And one of the single best things that the government does is the College 529 program. It is a super program, mainly because it's so flexible. If you want to start a program, you can start it for as little as $200 a month, or if you auto-deduct it out of your paycheck, it's only $25 a month. Excuse me, $200 is the initial payment.
Right.
And then there's no monthly payment.
How much should people start saving right now in their career? Let's say if they just had a child. What do you want to put in every month to make sure that you have the money there when your child is 18?
We want to start them off at least $25 a month. And what happens is you get a 7% tax credit in South Carolina to start with. And then the money grows tax-free. And the best part of it is when you go to draw the money out, you don't pay any tax on all that income. And also, it's very generous. You can go to any college in the country or out of the country that's accredited.
Huh.
So
is this a federal program or something that just South Carolina is
It's federal
doing?
and state.
Yeah.
So we have about 70,000 people in the program right now. We have $1.8 billion that the Treasurer's Office manages for this. And it's a great program. Say you have two kids. One's a boy, one's a girl, and you put all your money on the first kid, which was the boy. Yeah. He wants to go in the Marine Corps, doesn't want to go to college. You just transfer it to the daughter.
So it'll roll over to another child in your household?
Anybody in the family, you can transfer it to yourself.
Huh. Wow, that's fantastic. 1.8 million? Billion. You said right now. How many kids is that going to send to college?
I don't know. It's a lot of kids.
I guess it depends on the college these days too now.
And you know, you have to start. And we don't know what the future is. You know, we're talking about kids who are maybe 15, 18 years away from college, but you don't have to wait that late. You can put in, you know, some fairly substantial sums of money. It's a great way to not have to pay these taxes and let your money grow without paying those taxes again, and then take it out. You know, you can go to school in Paris. Think about that. You can do one for yourself, go to school in Paris, and so there's a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, and you mentioned you can auto-deduct this from your paycheck as well?
That's right. That's right. And that's one of the best things about the program. If you start now, if you start when your kids are as young as possible, it makes it easier. Otherwise, you've got these huge bills. Now, this money does not go towards your worth when you start tallying up for school aid, for scholarship money, things like that. Again, it's just about the most flexible government program I've ever seen. Yeah. And if you want to save for college, it's the only way to go. If you go to futurescholars.com, easy page, futurescholars.com, or you can go to the South Carolina State Treasurer's website, and there's more information there. And there are not many things about the government that I can recommend wholeheartedly. Okay. This is one of them.
Definitely, definitely. Now, is there a certain age you think that people should start really taking a look at this?
Yeah, well, one of the things we're finding, because I've only been treasurer since January, we've done a lot of research. We did a lot of research because we weren't happy with what we had before. A lot of people think the most about it when their kids are first born. You know, it's not, you wouldn't think that. You think, oh, there's a lot going on then. But they're thinking about that child. Yeah. And they haven't gotten into soccer every day and music lessons and taking them to school. They're thinking about what's the important things that's going to happen to my child. And going to college these days is very important. You can go to a 2-year school, you can go to a 4-year school, you can go to specialty schools as long as they're accredited by the federal government. And that's most things. So we can tailor this to the type of child that you have.
So this money, when you put it in or auto-deduct it from your account, that's going to go into a Federal Reserve or a federal bank?
Well, it goes to a big investment account that we have, and it's managed by banks, and you can pick the type of investment you want. So it's a pretty good program.
Okay. Where can people go to find out more information?
Futurescholars.com.
Okay.
Thank you,
Treasurer Curtis Loftis, thank you so much for being here. Definitely some great advice to keep in mind. All right. Appreciate you being here.
Thanks.
All right, well, coming up, ladies and gentlemen, start your ovens. The Low Country Mac-Off just around the corner. We got the delicious details coming up right on the other side of this break.